Instagram's carousel posts are becoming increasingly more popular, and I kind of get it. Carousel posts are a great way to easily deliver high value content on a consistent basis, and audiences love them because they are easy to consume and they're interactive. Let's face it, they keep our little fingers busy as we keep swiping left to consume all the content on the carousel post. I know you're curious about carousel posts. I get questions about them all the time. And today I'm going to share with you my 6 most creative ways you can start using Instagram's carousel post for your account. Are you ready to dive in? I know I am. Episode 211 starts right now. Hey there, welcome to the Lora Shipman Show. We hang out here weekly to talk about things like social media, entrepreneurship, marketing, tools, strategies, tips, and it all starts right now. Hey there, before we get started with this show, I just want to share my passion with you. I love teaching people just like you how to master social media for business, breaking it down into easy to consume and easy to execute steps so that you can see immediate results. So whether you want to start a social media consultancy or grow your brand's presence on social media, I can help. I can help you get started and master all the things that you need to know. So I want you to go over to my website. It is filled with resources, tools, tips, and courses. Visit lorashipman.com. That's LORA shipman.com to get all the goods. Now, you ready for the show? I know I am. Let's get started. Well, hey there, everybody. Welcome back to the show. I am so glad you are here today because I'm excited to talk about carousel posts. I use them all the time, and they've really served me and my account well. And I know my audience loves them because of the comments and the interaction I get as a result of having these carousel posts show up on my page. So let's go ahead and dive right in so you can begin using them for your account. And there's 6 ways that I've come up with that I thought that would actually apply to any business interested in adopting the carousel post into their overall Instagram plan. And the first one is doing a catalog post. And here's how this looks. I think it looks really good as a seasonal thing. So a lot of businesses have a seasonality to them, meaning that they introduce new products and services based on a season. Sometimes they follow the 4 seasons of our calendar, but other times they follow the seasonality, the natural seasons that happen within a business. So a carousel post is a great way to introduce any new products and services that you have launching in the next season. So right now, at the time of this recording, we are entering in the holiday season here. We're in the 4th quarter, and I think holiday catalog carousels are a great thing to do. Think about the different catalogs you could put together for your business. Regardless if you're a product-based business or a service-based business, you can put together different gift guides or even different product or service bundles, whatever makes sense for your business. But think catalogs. Think of it as somebody leafing through a catalog. Instead, they're actually swiping and they're seeing pictures of the product, or they're getting some sort of a infographic or something like that about the service that you provide in each catalog. It works really well, and they're a lot of fun to put together, and people tend to consume that a little bit more easily than, say, a written out post where they have to do a lot of work reading. When they can visually see what's in your catalog, it makes so much sense, and it makes it easier for them to actually purchase. The next way you can use carousel posts is my absolute favorite. I love carousel posts for mini trainings. So if you follow me on Instagram, you know that weekly I share at least one mini training about social media or marketing in general, or even business. And if you're not following me, where the heck are you? You got to follow me. So go ahead and follow me at Lora_Shipman on Instagram so you can get all of my tips and trainings. And by the way, Lora is spelled Lora. You won't find me if you spell it the other way. Anyways, but here's why I love carousel posts for mini trainings. Each slide in the carousel is dedicated to one learning point, which is broken down in really easy to consume and easy to digest steps. And by the end of the mini training, my audience, they know exactly what to do to execute what they've just learned. So you can do a mini training on absolutely anything, and it doesn't have to be that long either. It can be 3 to 5 slides. You have up to 10 slides to use in the carousel, but I don't really recommend doing that unless you're doing a catalog type post. But for information, you want to keep it kind of quick so people can consume it and that they don't get bored. So I say anywhere between 3 and 5 for a mini training is a great place to start. Okay, option number 3 for a carousel post are before, during, and after transformations. Let's face it, who doesn't love a good transformation? They work so well for showing a process, giving audience members hope for their own transformation, and it shows the possibilities available when someone uses your product or your service. Plus, using pictures in a transformation helps to tell a story, and it highlights the outcome everyone can expect to receive. And almost any business or every business can benefit from an Instagram carousel post that focuses on transformation. So you might be thinking, well, how is that really going to apply to me? So I came up with a couple of ideas for you, and I just broke it down into, let me see what I have here, 5 different categories. And the first one is real estate agents. This one's great. You can show people how to the process of buying or selling a home. Take them through those little steps of what it looks like. And cartoons or caricatures are a really good way of doing this because, again, it makes it a little bit lighter, but also easier to digest and understand. Estheticians, I love this. I actually have a client as an esthetician or an esthetician client. And what we like to do is we'll take some of the things that she does and show the progress that somebody's getting through whatever treatment she is providing for her clients. It works really well. The next one I have is for nutritionists. I love this one. Display how to transform a favorite recipe or a dish into a healthy one that's a clean recipe or version. Sometimes people struggle with that and they can't picture it. And I love nutritionists because I can't think that way. And I would never think about how to swap one food or one ingredient out for another. Do this. I think you will get a lot out of it. Personal trainers. I love this. Show the progression of results that somebody's experiencing when they focus on certain exercises or certain muscle groups. And business coaches, I didn't forget about you. Show results before your service was implemented versus after your service or program or framework has been executed. People love seeing that. Some of those could be income reports. Some of those could be like growth strategies, and show those results or how they grew, all of those things. People, that's so motivating. I know I get motivated when I look at different business coach results because I'm like, oh my gosh, these people did it. I can do it too. So that's a great way to tackle it from a business coach perspective. Okay, the next one is customer or client love and testimonials. This is a great way to toot your own horn. People love to know what others have to say about you, your product, or your service. So a great way to do this is through little screenshots of testimonials you've collected over time. I would share about maybe 3 to 5, one per slide for your audience to go through. I think any more than 5, it might just get too much, but I think 3 to 5 is a really good number to shoot for. Okay, the next one is product pairings. And I gotta say, pairings is no longer for wine anymore, right? So businesses can really use this too, and it works really well for both product-based and service-based businesses. And here's how I would suggest doing it. I would recommend pairing 2 or 3 products or services together to get a specific result. And you're probably thinking, well, what does that mean? So again, I took our 5 categories that we've been working with so far today, and I gave some examples of how I would do this if I was working in this category. So for an esthetician, I may suggest maybe 2 or 3 products that work well together to combat aging skin or acne or rosacea, something like that. A nutritionist, they might recommend pairing 2 supplements together for better absorption and better results. A personal trainer may advise pairing 3 types of ab exercises to perfect that 6-pack. A real estate agent may offer maybe 3 services that help to sell a house faster. Or a business coach may combine certain frameworks, courses, coaching sessions to get a desired result. So what you want to do is just put those 3 things together, maybe do one slide of each thing that you're highlighting, and then do a slide that shows the final result so that the person who's consuming the information can get a full visual on what they can expect as their outcome. All right, number 6 is kind of a fun one. I truly believe sometimes we hop on social media, Instagram especially, to just escape the daily grind, right? Just for a little bit and have some fun. So this one I call Find the Difference. And here's how it works. I would take a picture of something that has a lot going on in it. So I'm going to use the Christmas tree because I happen to be looking at one right now. And what I would do is take one picture of the Christmas tree looking the way it does. And then I would go ahead and make 3 to 5 little changes on that Christmas tree and ask my audience to find the difference. And that would be my second picture. So I might take away a couple of ornaments. I might kind of hide something in the picture, something like that. I might turn something upside down. You know what I'm talking about. We've all played those games, especially if you're old enough to remember that Highlights magazine where you had to spot the differences. They're just so much fun, and it's just a fun way to take a little break, and it gets people engaged in your content just a little bit more. Okay, I do have a bonus for you, and this one is storytelling. And carousel posts are a great way to tell stories. And you're probably thinking, okay, well, what story am I going to tell? Well, here's some examples for you that I would go to. Like, they're kind of like my top go-to ones. And it would be something like posting your why. Like, what does your why look like? And tell them a little story over, I'd say 5 to 8 slides. Tell them what your customer journey looks like. If they were to be a customer of yours, map that out for them so they can actually imagine and experience what it would be like to be a customer of yours. Another thing you could do is tell them how to overcome or how you overcame a challenge or how you built your business. Whatever story that you find yourself telling people that you come across, put it into a carousel and it'll do the same thing. And it will also help to build know, like, and trust. When we tell stories like this, we engage our audience, they listen to us, and then if they can relate to whatever you've gone through, that know, like, and trust just becomes a little bit more easy to build. All right, so now that you know exactly what kind of things you can do with a carousel post, how beneficial are they really? So I have a couple of things that I believe carousel posts actually achieve. And the first one is it's just an easy thing for your audience to share, especially when you're doing like a mini training or pairing products or anything that has high value in it. It's easy to share because the person sharing it, they look like a hero. It also keeps the attention of your audience a little bit longer, and it may even help the Instagram algorithm. I've heard, I don't know if it's true or not, but I've heard that the more somebody lingers on a post, it's telling Instagram that it's important because it made people stop the scroll and engage with the content. The other thing that I think carousel posts do is it just makes your content and your grid just a little bit more interesting. Instead of always having the same static pictures there, when you throw something different into the mix, people kind of pay attention. So those were just a couple of my ideas of how to work with carousel posts. I'm curious, if you work with carousel posts, what do you use them for? How do you use them? Share your thoughts with everybody. I'm sure everyone would be really appreciative of whatever ideas you have. I know I would. So don't be shy. Go ahead and share what you've got. All right, my friends. Well, that does it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, but most of all, stay social. Hey there, I just want to say thank you for spending time with me here today. I know your time is super valuable, which is why I am dedicated to providing lots of usable, actionable information in the shortest amount of time possible. Before you go, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a future episode. And if you have ideas or topics you would like me to cover in an upcoming show, let me know about it in the comment section provided.